Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Welcome back.
We're back to do a Wonder Woman 1984 review. We just finished watching this today. This just came out today. We had some time to kill, so we watched this. And overall, I thought it was pretty good.
I agree as well. There was a lot of, it was another good story plot, and there was a lot of good fighting scenes, and just a lot of good dialogue, and also the return of Steve
Trevor.
Yep, who originally died in the last movie, but he was brought back in this movie somehow. Apparently, he was talking about how he basically put himself in another person's body, like another person that already lived.
Well, that's because she wished it, so it came true. But so he had to take over some other guy's body, and he was like basically saying, it's not fair to this guy, like, for him to be doing this, like, so
Right.
he really doesn't belong there. It's not like he came back as himself. He came back to another person. So only Diane was the only one able to see Steve as Steve. Everybody else saw this other guy's face. Because he looked at one point. He looks in the mirror and it doesn't look like himself. So
no, it looks like some other guy, whoever it is. I don't know who. But
yeah, he ended up having a small. That actual guy had a few lines near the end of the movie, like towards the very end. He did have a few lines just as himself. I don't think he had a name. I don't think he had said.
No, there wasn't a name for him. And then obviously, you have the what's her name, the scientist lady who
Kristen Wiig. She's as Dr. Minerva, Barbara Minerva. She did. I was not sure how I was gonna feel about her playing this character. I always thought of her as a more of a comedic person, actor. So I wasn't sure if she was gonna do a good job as like an action style movie, playing a villain. And I thought she did a really good job playing this role. I thought the way that they made her look as Cheetah, I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know it didn't look stupid or not authentic. My personal feeling was I thought it was done pretty good. It didn't look like it was too CGI. It looked like pretty realistic. It almost looked like the outfits for if people have seen that the movie Cats or the play Cats. It kind of like her body itself kind of looked like that, but her face didn't look like, obviously looked like Cats. That would have been stupid.
Yeah.
But I think her, the makeup was done really well, and she was very believable. And the fight scene with her and when Wonder Woman was really cool. I really enjoyed that.
And then you also have the actor who played the Mandalorian, Pedro Pascal, was in it too.
He played the main villain.
Yeah. What's his name? Alex Warlock or something.
Lord.
Yeah. He played that character, and I think he did a good job playing it. It was weird, watching him be this guy, because obviously, he's all clean shaved. He doesn't have a beard. He has a different accent, different hairstyle. To me, like, I didn't even recognize him until when the introduction, like, they show the actor, then who the actor's playing. I'm like, no way, he's playing this guy. It didn't look like him, but
yeah, I've seen him in a lot of stuff as of recent. I don't think it's just a coincidence. I've seen him in probably 3 or 4 different shows and movies as of late. So there was definitely a different character that he played in this one. And, it's kind of a crazy guy who wants to take over the world by using wishes for everybody.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, and definitely his character, obviously, persuading the president of the movie, the president of the United States, basically convincing him to terminate all the laws and declare martial law and all that stuff. And I thought that was a cool scene. And also the scene where they're in that kind of like that bunker or whatever, and he's standing in that middle thing with the light, and Diana keeps telling him like think of your son and all that, and then he finally snaps out of all the evil things, and then he vanishes off and saves his son apparently, and then things go back to normal
Yeah,
because of what he did.
yeah. I just say that the kid who played his son. I didn't think the chemistry was very good with the two. It just wasn't very believable that that was his father. I don't know. To me, I just didn't buy it. It didn't seem. I don't know. He didn't seem like they were fathers. It seemed more like it felt forced to me. Like I don't know. They just did to me. They didn't have very good chemistry. It didn't help that he didn't really. I didn't think he looked like the guy.
No, definitely
I
not.
think the casting for that was off.
I mean, I could say maybe like a foster father, sure, maybe we could put it that way, but there was just no way the kid was related to his own father. It didn't look like it was not even close. But and then, I don't know what's gonna happen now. I don't know if they're gonna be making a third movie after this. I've been hearing that Patty Jenkins isn't too happy with Warner Brothers right now because they ended up putting the movie on the streaming service as well, and apparently that was a last minute thing they did, and so I don't. She basically said if a third movie wants to happen, they can't put it on HBO Max again. It would have to go like how it goes, like right into theaters for like 2 months.
Well, I think if they're going to have a third one, by the time they do this whole coronavirus thing, should be well under control. I mean, obviously, movie wouldn't come out for 2 or 3 years. I can't, I would imagine it would be fine going back to theaters by then. I think Patty Jenkins did another good job. There was these scenes at the beginning where they showed Diane as a small girl on the island and her fighting, her and this race competing with the adults on the island. So
I think that was also another scene showing the origin story of her of how she became this powerful superhero, and I just think that's why they made a scene like that, just to show more of her origins and stuff like that. I'm surprised there wasn't any mentions or connections between Justice League or the Batman versus Superman movie.
well, this happened before. This was supposed to take place before that.
Oh, before.
That's
Okay.
why it wasn't after. It was before then. I thought it was kind of cool. They showed her flying. Like there really wasn't much of her flying in any of the other movies so far, but that was in the comics. I forget what series that was or how long it was, but she did fly in the comics. Part of it was that was a little so it seemed like she was flying for a long period of time. There was nothing in the edit. I don't know. I think it was a little long and drawn, but I thought that was pretty cool showing her that she does have the ability to fly, like it showed in the comics. It just isn't one of her main things that she does, and also the scene where they had she made the jet invisible, the invisible jet,
That's cool.
another Wonder Woman thing. So that was kind of cool how she made using whatever said her father's powers or something. I forget how she said she was trying to learn how to make something visible or whatever. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, she's definitely a very, very powerful hero, and I also I thought the post credit scene in the movie as well with the actor who
I thought it was cool how they brought her back. Linda Carter played the Wonder Woman. It was back in the late 70s. I remember I was a kid when it was on TV. So Linda Carter played the original Wonder Woman on TV. How they had her in that part. I thought that was kind of funny. At first, I didn't even think to have her in this. When she turned around and said a few lines she had, I thought that was really a cool thing for them to do.
Yeah.
To say she was played. I forgot sorry, I can't remember what the character's name was. Beginning with an A.
What in this?
Yeah, she was the woman who originally had the armor.
Oh,
anyways, yeah, they said that's who she played, or that's who she was supposed to be. She's supposed to be that woman. Just now she's older now, but nobody. I don't know why they didn't have her come back, or why they weren't able to find her. Maybe she didn't want to be found. I don't know the exact backstory for that character.
Yeah,
but either way, that was a really cool thing to have her be in this movie.
I agree.
Overall, I thought the storyline was done really well. Most of the cinematic stuff was done really well, especially the stuff on the island. I thought that was pretty cool. And the parts where there was anarchy, where the different countries, so much chaos was happening. They did a good job with that overall and showing how badly things can go bad, when just a few people make really stupid decisions. But overall, I really
agree.
enjoyed this movie.
Me
Even though
too.
there was a few slow parts in there, here and there, the story was like showing Steve Trevor around, show him like, oh, he's wearing a fanny pack, or show him this is a trash barrel. Or, certain things. But I get why they did it. It just seemed like it slowed the movie down a little bit. But obviously, if you haven't been around for a long time, you're gonna want to see some of this stuff.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
with
but I
you.
think that's gonna do it. I definitely, like I said, I definitely like this movie. If you have a chance to check it out, I highly suggest it. Right now, it's on HBO
too.
Max. I think that's gonna do it. If you guys like this video, have any thoughts or comments or anything you don't like about this, put them on the comments down below. And as always, hit that like and subscribe.
Until next time.